All right. So I got a question from Eli here in the Cleaning Business Success group, who says he's done a bunch of posts, photos, reviews, ads, videos on his Google business profile, but still not having a ton of luck. He says his website is mediocre, not the best. That's all right. But he's having trouble with ranking. He's having trouble getting his business profile to show up for people who are searching for carpet cleaning services. I asked him to provide a link. And so I pulled that up. Let's take a look at it here. So two things. I see that your service area is like the Orlando area, and then up here to Apopka. Is that how you say it? I think that's where you're actually located. And so more than likely, that's where you are going to show up on Google. If someone's searching for like carpet cleaning Apopka, Florida, it might be harder to show up for carpet cleaning Orlando, Florida, but we'll dig into that in just a second. First thing I notice is that you've got a ton of stuff on your profile. Like you said, you have 300 plus reviews. When I click on your photos, almost 1,000 photos on here. You've got, it looks like pretty much everything filled out. You've got Q&A, videos, reviews look pretty recent. The newest one was 3 weeks ago. I would try to get reviews to come in on a pretty regular basis. Review velocity matters. So having even just 1 or 2 reviews per week on a regular basis will usually help you show up higher on Google. But it looks like you've had a pretty steady stream of these reviews coming in for a long time. So that's probably not the issue here. And you have a ton of reviews and a bunch of photos. So again, everything on this looks pretty good to me. I looked you up directly on Google and everything here looks pretty solid too. Google was able to match your website, your Google business profile, Yelp, Facebook, all that stuff pretty easily. I can see you've got 5 stars on Facebook as well. You've got your social profiles linked here. You're doing all of this stuff correct. The one other thing you mentioned to me is that you said your website you think is just okay. So this could be part of the equation. A lot of times, whether or not your map listing here shows up on Google, it depends on if you have a decent website or not, especially if you're in a competitive market where a lot of people have their profile claimed on Google. They've got reviews, they've got photos, they've got all that stuff in place. Sometimes one of the big difference makers is, do you also have a great website? And is your website also ranking on Google for these keywords? If those two things are happening, you have a good profile and a good website, then usually you're going to see your rankings for both go up. So that could be a factor. I think in terms of your website, I definitely see that you have some content on here, but I think it probably could be improved from an SEO perspective and maybe a usability perspective. I love that you got the phone number and book online. All that stuff is right here at the top. Looks like you're using Markate. That's cool. For me personally, I don't like to go straight for book online. I like to use a lead form so you can capture a lead instead of just asking people to book online, but that's different conversation, different day. The next thing I did is I actually looked up carpet cleaning in Apopka, Florida. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sorry if I'm butchering the hell out of that. And what I found on page 1 was interesting because we've obviously got local service ads up here. I don't know if you've been running these ads. If not, this is a great opportunity for you to get the phone ringing quickly if it's not ringing right now. But what I see right here is you're already in the local 3-pack, right? You're in position number 3. So that's pretty good. You got a local guy, Edwin's Carpet Cleaning, he's above you. And then you got Stanley Steamer, who's got 4,100 reviews. It looks like they've done a lot of work SEO wise. And I know their website's going to be good if I click on it. Edwin's I thought was interesting because he also does not have the best website in the world, but he's got one. He's ranking just ahead of you when I search for this keyword. So that's interesting, right? When I scroll down into, and then here's you right here, of course, and you've got all of your good reviews, photos, all that stuff around here. You're outranking a bunch of other cleaners. You're already in the map 3-pack. So I think the goal is to move up into positions 2, 1. If you can compete with Stanley Steamer and knock them out of that place, that would be awesome. If your goal is to do the same thing in Orlando, then we might need to switch strategies. I would say change your focus to re-registering your business in Orlando at an address in Orlando and get all your stuff moved over there if that's where you want to rank. Otherwise, we're going to be looking to rank for like a keyword like this, carpet cleaning Apopka, Florida, or some of the nearby neighborhoods. Now, I want to take a look at whether your website ranks. And I've already looked at this before shooting this video, so I can tell you that I know I'm going to have to scroll not to page 2, not to page 3, but right here to page 4. We got Lightning Carpet Care on page 4, bottom of page 4. So website rankings are not doing too well. You're in Apopka, Florida. You're probably one of only a handful of cleaners who are in that particular city, that city near Orlando. There's probably a ton of cleaners in Orlando, but in your particular city, there's probably not too many. If you do a little more SEO work to this website, you can probably get this website up closer to page one pretty quickly. You might have to just build a whole new website. And that's probably what I would recommend if you came to me and said, hey, what can I do to quickly fix this situation? I would say, let's redo your website. Let's improve your conversion rates and your SEO, get you more traffic coming to the site and also convert more of that traffic into leads. If you can get your website to show up here on page one, what you should see is your Google business profile start to move up as well. You should start to beat Edwin's carpet cleaning because his website really isn't probably SEO, the most SEO friendly website in the world either. Let me take a quick look here. It looks like he's probably done some SEO on this website. Probably has been around for a while, 2016. That counts for something. Google definitely likes a website that's been around for a while. That just means the domain name. So what I would do if I were you is I would take lightningcarpetcare.com and rebuild a new website on lightningcarpetcare.com, do some work on the SEO, and then you should start to see your rankings on this local pack improve. You'll see it improve in your direct area, but you should also see it improve for the cities that are nearby. You should just see your traffic, your phone calls, and all that stuff go up in general. That's what I would recommend, man. Because honestly, you're doing everything else. I see that you're hitting not just the basics, but like you have hundreds of reviews, hundreds of photos, damn near 1,000 photos. I think you're doing all that stuff right. If you could take that same energy and go invest that, maybe a little bit of money into your website, I think you'd probably get better results. And if you're not running these ads up here yet, I definitely think you should, because you got 300 something reviews, and stick your name up here with 300 reviews, people are going to be clicking and calling you more than some of these other guys. So I hope that's helpful, man. If you have any other questions, book time to speak with me, bookcleaningjobs.com/book. And for anybody else who's watching this video, leave questions in the comments. Let me know if I can help you in some way. I'll talk with you later.